that interview went completely viral, and ever since then, Shannon Sharpe has been getting a lot of hate, mostly from comedians. For example, the biggest one we know so far was against Mike Epps. So Mike Epps made a comment in one of Mike Epps, who I like, who I think is funny, had a stand up a couple weeks ago and made a comment about Shannon Sharpe being, not straight. And Shannon Sharpe did not like that at all. People don't understand. Okay, Shannon Sharpe is about 6'2", 220 pounds, or whatever, a muscle. He's about 54 years old, I think, but he lifts weights every day. He is jacked. So I say that to say people who try Shannon Sharpe won't try him to his face. They'll do it online. These comedians will do it online behind the computer board, whatever, but they'll never do it to his face because it'll be bad news. But anyway, so Mike Epps made fun of Shannon Sharpe's sexuality. Shannon Sharpe basically said, "I'm gonna see you at the NBA All-Star game, and I'm gonna pull up." Of course, I'm paraphrasing. So Mike Epps heard that and came back with and clapped back and said, "Hey, I don't do any fighting. I do bang, 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 bang." So then I'm like, oh boy, these 50-year-old men are acting like, immature boys. But thank God they met up with each other at the All-Star game and they talked it out. Okay, so and I like Mike Epps, so I'm not here to bash Mike Epps. I think Mike Epps is funny, but the point is he was hating on him, and then Corey Holcomb started hating on Shannon. Corey Holcomb started hating on Shannon, also calling him not straight. He actually later apologized, but he still hated. DL Hewley is now hating on Shannon Sharpe. Why is Shannon Sharpe has always been popular. Club Shay Shay, which is his podcast, has been around for about 4 years now. No one said a thing. No one hating on him, no one whatever. But ever since that Cat Williams interview, all of a sudden, haters everywhere. And I'm talking about people being disrespectful to him. Disrespectful to him. But again, they won't say it to his face though. They'll say it behind the keyboard. But they will not say it to Shannon Sharpe's face. Now, Corey Holcomb did apologize, to Shannon. So I think that was very manly of him to do that. But some people are still taking shots at Shannon. Now look, Shannon is a grown man, so I'm not here to defend Shannon. He's a grown man, and Shannon could defend himself. But I'm just trying to make a point. Why is it like that when, especially in the black community, when somebody becomes, popular or getting money or whatever, certain people want to just bring them down. There's an old saying, crabs in a bucket. You know how, if you put crabs in a bucket, they all trying to pull on each other to go up and leave. That's how certain people do when it comes to people having success. Me personally, if I see somebody if I see my friends or family or just anybody having success and they're doing it the right way, I'm happy for them. I don't get jealous of them. In fact, I tell myself, man, how can I get like that? I want to learn from them. But some people just have hate in their heart. Why is that? Shannon Sharpe is getting so much hate because he's winning. Shannon Sharpe is winning. All right? And people who are hating need to look themselves in the mirror and say, okay, because look, at the end of the day, here's the irony of it all. The people who are calling Shannon Sharpe not straight, they don't want acting like, fruity. Because real men don't go around hating on other men. I'm sorry. You never catch me hating on no one. If somebody's winning, good for them. I tell myself, man, how can I get like that? I tell myself, how can I come up like that? But I'm not gonna hate. How come he? To me, hating is weak. All right, real men don't hate, in my opinion. Let me know if y'all agree with me or not. Let me know what y'all think about that. Do real men hate? Real men doesn't hate. Okay. And Cat Williams